Hey everyone. So I've been getting a lot of questions about this as well, and it's been something that everyone has been asking about, and it's been a while since I've done an updated video, especially because I've mentioned a lot about my new way to record, which is virtually lag-free and very smooth and in full HD 1080p quality. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. A lot of people wanted to start YouTube channels. I'm going to give you a few options, both cheap and expensive side, depending on how serious you are about the recording. It just depends on what you want to pitch in, but the freest option will probably be a little bit laggy, and then the most expensive option will probably be the least laggy. So let's go ahead and show you my setup. So this is the setup that I'm currently running. I've got a very messy desktop, but you'll notice a few things. First off, my laptop has 3 different cords running into it. I've got this cord and this cord, which actually do matter, and then this is the charging cable, so we'll ignore that. So this one is actually what's recording everything that I've been doing and all that good stuff. This one is my microphone. That's how I get my good sound and whatnot. If you want to do videos with actual sound, I highly recommend getting some kind of microphone. This is a rather cheap one, running at around $35 to $40. It's one of the cheaper ones. You can get something even cheaper than that, maybe around $10 to $15, and they're really nice. Something to start out with. They're not going to run you that much money, and it's going to be super easy to use and set up. I highly recommend getting one for beginners, but you might want to start out with a few videos just to see if you like it or not. The next thing you need for my setup is this thing, which is a Lightning to HDMI converter, which will actually run you up like $50. So that's a little bit more expensive, and this is actually the lag-free way. This, if I show you on my computer, you can see right there, everything that is put in through the HDMI input, which is sound and video feed, is all direct. There's no internet connection, no nothing, and it is completely lag-free. If you see my last few videos, it's been super nice. We're going to go ahead and put that on play. We don't want that to be on full auto. So then how do I actually take that HDMI video feed into my laptop? Well, if you have a Mac, I believe you can do it through the QuickTime player, and it's a lot easier. But if you don't have a Mac and you're on some PC like this, I use an HD PVR. You can use any HD PVR, any cheap HD PVR. This is one that I had from a while back when I was making Call of Duty videos and whatnot. So I went ahead and used this one, and it works like a charm. It is absolutely amazing. I love it, but it's actually quite expensive. These ones nowadays, they're like $100, something like that, and I know you're not going to throw in $100 for an HD PVR, so you can find some cheaper ones. If not, try to find some kind of HDMI input. I have an HDMI output on my computer right there, and it does not take in video feed, it actually puts it out. So if I were to put it on my TV, I could display my TV or my computer screen on my TV, but I cannot put my TV screen on my computer, which is not what we're trying to do. That's opposite what we're trying to do, which is why we need the HD PVR to convert that HDMI footage into USB, which feeds it all the way up through here into the USB port, and that way we can get the video feed on my computer ready to record. And then this actually allows me to record the screen, gameplay and everything, including the actual game, the sound and the commentary, and I can stream from here as well, but it's not as good as OBS, which is what I like to use instead, because I can do overlays and all that good stuff, and this one's a little bit more beginner for all that good stuff. So that is the first way. That is my setup. It's very easy, very nice setup. So we're actually going to show you the cheaper methods on how to record. Okay, so now we're back to my computer screen. I'm going to go ahead and go over here, and we're going to go ahead and hop over to Google. All right, and the first thing I'm going to search up is mirroring iPhone to PC. All right, so this is if you're on iPhone. If you're on Android, good for you. This is going to be 10 times easier for you. Just skip forward to the video. But if you're on iPhone, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I'm sorry, iPhone users. I'm an iPhone user too, and it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. But we're going to need to get some form of mirroring program to use the AirPlay feature on our phone that can send it over to the computer, and it can receive it on the computer and then display it. There's you'll see a lot of these different ones. So there's 3 of them that I know work really well. You have to choose for yourself, but there's Air Server, which is quite good. I found mine to be a little bit laggy. I didn't like it too much, but if you have a good internet connection, it'll work for you. Reflector 2 was a little bit better for me because I have a really shitty internet and it just doesn't work. But if you can make this work, Reflector 2, try out the trial periods first off. Don't buy it right away. They're about $12.99 each one, or you can keep renewing it. I don't know how well that will go on for, but if you could keep renewing it, that could work as well. But they're 1-week trial periods, and if you like them, $15. I mean, I'm sure most people have spent more, in one day on this Summoners War game. So $10 to $15 is not much to pitch in for these different things, and it's a completely lifetime subscription thing. So there's no monthly fees or whatever. It's just a one-time purchase. So there's Air Server, right? Reflector 2, and then there's one more, which is X Mirage, and those are the 3 I have used in the past. I got a free trial for the X Mirage, and then I had to wipe my computer and I lost it, so I didn't have that full lifetime free trial thing. So I had to pay for it again. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I tried Reflector 2. That one was a little bit better, and then the trial period ended. I was like, it's not worth the buy because it's still laggy. And then I checked out Air Server, and I was like, you know what, I'll get it. I got it, and it was complete shit, and it was really laggy for me. If you can get it to work for you, it's supposed to be the best one. It just depends on your internet connection. Mine was just really bad, but I figured it out. I know what was wrong with it now, but it's still not as good as my current solution, which is more expensive. Okay, so once you have it downloaded, you're basically going to open it up. I would do a full tutorial on setting it up and everything, but it's super easy, and I don't have it downloaded on my computer anymore, and then I'd have to sign up for the free trial period. But basically, you just download it onto your computer. All right, it's not going to have any viruses. These are registered apps and everything like that, so you're okay. Just Air Server, Reflector 2, and X Mirage. Those are the only ones that I've tried out. Only ones that I would recommend so far. And you download it, you set everything up, and you connect your iPhone via the Wi-Fi. You have your computer and your phone connected to the same internet connection, and then you use the AirPlay feature. I'll go ahead and pull this up. So if I go ahead and scroll up from the bottom, right, and then swipe it all the way up, it's actually going to pull this up, all right? And if there was an AirPlay feature, it would have a little AirPlay function or button right here, okay? And then you'd click that. Now, I don't have anything receiving the AirPlay, but you would have some form of app over onto this in your background of your computer that's searching for a device to connect to, and then the AirPlay would open up, and you'd click that, and you'd connect it, and then you'd have your iPhone screen pretty much on your computer, and then that way you would have to get your screen recorder. Once you get your screen recorder, then you just completely just record the screen of the video footage on your computer, and it could also take the sound over wirelessly via the AirPlay feature. Now, if you're looking for some type of screen recorder, you don't know any free ones, they do have some free ones over on the internet. I forgot which ones I used, but I did have one that I used which was free. Then I switched over one which was like, I think $10, which was Video Pad Editor, and I used that, but I only used the screen recording option. I did not use the actual editor because that one's, I think, a little bit more expensive. And now I am using Camtasia, fully licensed, and it's quite expensive, but I had it from a long time ago for a college class, and so I decided that I would use it, and what I'm using right now, you see, is actually quite good. It's a screen recorder option. Tried the trial period, the free trial period. I believe it's a month. It's either 7 days or 1 month, and then you can just keep renewing it if you know how to do that. And it's really nice. The editor is pretty good too. Not the best, but it's pretty good quality, and it's what I use. If you think my videos have been getting better, I've just been getting more familiar with Camtasia. So I highly recommend using this. Do the free trial period, renew it if you need to. If you really want to get serious with YouTube, then just purchase a license, but it does not come cheap. Trust me. You might be better off looking at cheaper options for that if you already have a screen recorder, or you're using my method, which is better if you just get a specific program for editing rather than purchasing a full license for a screen recorder, which I don't need one anymore because I'm using this, which records the video feed directly. Okay, so now for you Android users, yours is a lot more simple. So we click over here and we have Mobizen. So if you go over to the Google Play Store, I don't actually have an Android device that I can show you the screen. I did use my tablet for a while, but my tablet's off right now and I'd have to go on there and record separately and everything like that and then sync up and everything. It's a big mess, but it is cheap, or it's free, actually. It's completely free. It records the audio. It can actually record your voice if you have a microphone on your tablet, but it's not top quality audio, but it would still be enough for the microphone, at least when you're just starting out. So basically, you download the Mobizen app on the Google Play Store. You download it onto your device, you sign up and whatnot, you sign up for the account, and you have an email registered to that account, and you're just going to enter in your email, the password that you set up for the account, and you log in. Now, I can't actually log in right now because you have to log in on your device and then search for it. So you basically log in and you connect with your device via the network, and it will pop it up on your screen. Or even better is you just record it directly on your screen. So you can just press record screen right on there, and it actually just records your screen on your device as you play. The only downside that I can really think of using Mobizen is it does put this little watermark down at the bottom. I don't think there's any way to get rid of it, but the watermark is it's pretty out of the way. It's really not that big of a deal, and you really can't see it, especially in Summoner's War, because there's really nothing going down at the bottom right. Nothing that's, this small. So if you really want to get started and you're on Android, Mobizen is the way to go. You can put it up onto your computer as well if you want to stream, and you can just record it from there. Connect it to OBS. It's super simple. You'd have to look up another tutorial on how to connect it to OBS to stream, but that's how you get your iPhone or your Android onto your computer screen to record it and all that stuff. Now with the iPhone, you cannot play on the computer, but with Android, you can. That's why some of the other YouTubers that use Android, like I've seen Free to Play Gaming and Forestnay, or Proc Ready Gaming, I've seen them using their computer mouse and everything to go through their monster list and whatnot. It's a little bit laggy and there's a little bit of a delay, but it works and it's pretty nice. Even if you have a really nice internet connection, it'll work. But just keep in mind, if you don't have a good internet connection like me, it will not work. So that's the only way that you can play on the computer screen that I know of right now, and that's by having an Android device or a Samsung device that is able to get Mobizen and connect with your computer over Mobizen. As for iPhone, you're going to have to use the AirPlay feature and send it over to the computer screen so that you can record the computer screen directly, but you cannot actually play from your computer on your iPhone device. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. If you guys liked the video or if it helped you out, go ahead and drop a like. I really appreciate it. And as always, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.